Hi, everyone. I'm really glad to be here with you all. I'm really grateful you came out and joined us. My name is Rachel. I'm a sociology major, and I'm very interested in the topics of political voice and dignified access to human needs. Next, please. I have a question for you. Do you know what percentage of Santa Cruz residents are unhoused? Next, please. The number is 2,167, or 1 out of 126 individuals. California has one of the highest homeless populations in the states, and Santa Cruz has some of the highest numbers in California. This past year, my teammate Tony and I, plus Autumn as our project guide, were a part of the Hidden Stories project, which reached out to houseless older adults in the area to share their stories of life outside. This was a partnership with Community Bridges in Santa Cruz County. Community Bridges is a social services hub running varied programs such as WIC, school tutoring, senior transportation, and Meals on Wheels, the program we worked with. Meals on Wheels provides daily meals to seniors in need, including unhoused older folks. They need local support for their mission at the best of times. And during a global pandemic with a jump of 40% higher demand for meals, they needed even more community involvement. Next, please. Meals on Wheels and the Everett team decided together that the most impactful way to share their work uh, and video playing in the background, please, thank you, would in this urgent situation was to broadcast the seldom heard voices of houseless senior participants. And it would be hard to find a more memorable medium than video storytelling. The team went out with a digital camera, some questions, Lysol wipes, and curiosity. We came back with a story. How to make this video a reality, though? In addition to the ordinary difficulty of finding random interviewees on the street, we of course faced the obstacle of COVID-19. Uh, Next, please. From creating a pivot to a new project, to forcing a housing move for Tony and I, to ensuring that our whole team had to work exclusively from a virtual distance, it pushed our limits. For me, the last was the hardest. We split the project up due to necessity. So I was solely responsible for finding interviewees and filming. Tony was responsible for the editing portion, and Autumn tried to support our work from a distance. It could be nerve-wracking knowing that one part of the project depended on you alone. I remember getting out of the car at the Meals on Wheels office for the first time and wishing I had Tony or Autumn there, which intensified when someone from another nearby office questioned why I was there. And of course, carrying filming equipment by yourself can get a little comical. I know that Tony faced some big challenges as well due to editing alone. Editing is hard work, and our chosen software shortcut also gave them some bugs, unfortunately. Yet we as a team did what we could to support each other by text, sharing ideas, and doing some video calling. I also have a good memory of more than an hour spent on a Zoom call with Tony talking about our video's final music and giggling over some obviously wrong choices. Next, yes. We had high hopes for the summer with the idea of creating another video exclusively focused on a homeless senior's daily life, forming a webpage with interviewee biographies, and reaching 1/8 of the county through social media and more conventional media outlets. While the timeline did not exactly match up with the summer's reality, we now do have that video, that webpage, and the outreach. Next, please. Our project participants were 6 seniors from the community, but it's our hope that not only will the final impact bring greater community intervention for Meals on Wheels, but also concern and advocacy for the housing crisis in the county, and by extension, the state. We've shared our first video on Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, with 171 engagements and many more views possible. Though it's not always possible to trace the cause of donations, our 2 main collaborators, Amy Hanley with Community Bridges and Mike Rios with Meals on Wheels, both reported a significant rise in donations for Meals on Wheels, which is gratifying no matter the source. A couple things we learned. We can accomplish and learn a lot more than we think we can when a project or the work we care about depends on our efforts. And I personally learned that unhoused folks are often glad to share their stories. They don't often have listeners. Next, please. As I opened with a question, I'll end with one. What thoughts cross your mind when you see or meet an unhoused person in your day-to-day experience? Thank you all so much.